We are back with a brand new episode of Weekly Roundup. We're going to talk about Friday Night Smackdown. Let's get right into it. We kicked off the show with the megastar himself, LA Knight, and he is our new U.S. champion. And then Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa both want a shot at that United States Championship. But after the Bloodline ends up jumping Knight and Uso, Braun Strowman comes out to settle the score, and a 6-man tag team match is made by GM Nick Aldis. But then we head right into that 6-man tag team match, and after that pretty good match between the Bloodline and LA Knight, Braun Strowman, and Jimmy Uso, Braun is able to get the pin and a win for his team. And then afterwards, he's attacked by first Solo Sikoa in the Bloodline, but then, of course, ultimately by the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu himself, and a match has been made between the two next week. But next up, Jade Cargill has a sit down with Kathy Kelly, and she's just explaining her opinions, how she's feeling emotionally after everything that's happened over the past couple of weeks. And then she's interrupted by Liv and Raquel. And after a little bit of back and forth, after a few shots are fired, Jade is not having it, and she wants a match with Liv next week. But next up, we have Charlotte Flair taking on B-Fab. And then B-Fab taps out after a pretty good match, but Charlotte refuses to let go of the hold, prompting Tiffany Stratton to come out, and the two brawl until security forces the two apart. This was an amazing brawl, just an amazing segment between the two, and I think this segment single-handedly has made this Mania match a little bit more important. A lot of people have been talking about it, a lot of people have been complaining about it, but I'm here for it, folks. But next up, we have Miz TV going absolutely haywire, because even after the break, Charlotte and Tiffany were still continuing to brawl, and then after that settled down, Miz was finally able to bring out the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as his guest. But as soon as Cody gets out there, he hits him with a crossroads and calls out the one man that he wants to see, John Cena. He pumps up him and Cena in the same building, Monday Night Raw. And folks, I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what John has to say. Will he say anything? Will he not? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What will John Cena say to Cody Rhodes? What will his presentation be on Monday Night Raw? But next up, we have Damian Priest and Shinsuke Nakamura going at it after a confrontation backstage earlier in the night. And then their match ends up ending in a DQ after Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior, comes out and absolutely destroys Damian Priest. I believe this is the WrestleMania match, a heated feud, and folks, I don't know. Is Drew McIntyre going to finally get a win where it counts at WrestleMania for more than 5 minutes? Or will he be buried by Damian Priest at the showcase of the Immortals? But next up, we have Randy Orton going up against Carmelo Hayes, and he gets a nice win over him. And after a pretty good match, Melo ends up disrespecting him. Randy wanted to shake his hand, but Melo brushed him off. And Randy did not like that one bit, so he hit him with another RKO. And then he sets himself up for the punt kick. But after spotting Kevin Owens, Carmelo's able to slip away, and Randy goes after him. But Kevin is able to escape. They're teasing the punt kick coming back, and I'm here for it, folks. I don't know. Will he be able to get his hands on KO? I'm assuming, again, this is the WrestleMania match. We got some good feuds heading into WrestleMania. Of course, all these things haven't been made official yet, but we could kind of read between the lines, and I'm here for a KO versus Randy Orton match. But next, we have a great bout between Gunther and the hometown hero Axiom, half of the best daggone tag team in professional wrestling. But after a pretty good match between the two, the ring general is able to pick up the win. And then afterwards, in front of his home crowd, he chokes the mess out of Axiom. Poor dude. And then him and Jimmy end up meeting backstage. Jimmy and Gunther. Gunther's trying to tell Jimmy, say, hey, tell your brother, back out of the WrestleMania match. But let's just say, Jimmy Uso says, at WrestleMania, we're all going to be saying one word. And that one word is, yeet. But next up, we have Paul Heyman coming out, and he announces that Roman Reigns will be on SmackDown next week. And just leaves a lot of questions because we saw Roman Reigns show up at the end of Monday Night Raw, costing Seth Rollins and CM Punk's match. Seth technically won, but they wanted to get a pinfall victory over each other, so I'm assuming we're going down the route of a triple threat. But where is Paul Heyman's allegiance? I don't know. Will the match be made official next week? Will we get an interruption from Punk? Will we get an interruption from Seth? I can't wait to see what happens on Friday Night Smackdown next week. But in the main event, we have an amazing tag team championship match between the Street Profits and DIY. And by gosh, we have new tag team champions in Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. The Street Profits have won the gold. And folks, I'm here for it. I still think it needs to be a multi-man match at WrestleMania between all these tag teams. They all deserve a spot on the Mania card. And there, I can see Street Profits dropping the titles to my boys Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy. But let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts about this? But with that being said, folks, please make sure to leave a like and to leave a subscribe on the channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that I did. And always remember that Jesus loves you and so do I. And we'll be back next week. God be one for a brand new episode. So until then, check out Mr. Minute, check out Rising Up and Fight for Supremacy. And take care, folks. And God bless.